But first, it's sometimes hard to understand, but Maine and America still have far too many homeless and struggling veterans. Those who have served in the military but haven't been able to find their way when they came home.
Now a group of Mainers has an idea to help, a big idea. 207's Don Kerrigan has come to know these guys well and is here with their story. Hey, Don.
Yeah, this is a fascinating thing. I've been following this group of retired veterans in the Boothbay area for quite a while, and they are committed to helping homeless veterans. But their new project is aimed at a much larger group of veterans, finding ways to help them and also help Maine to solve a real problem, a shortage of workers for the mechanical and building trades. It was a little over 6 years ago when Ed Harmon and Arthur Richardson rolled out their idea, converting utility trailers into mobile temporary shelters for homeless veterans.
LED lights.
Both are veterans themselves. Other vets liked the idea and came to help out in the workshop. The idea caught on, and they formed a nonprofit called Boothbay VETS to raise money and build more. Women from the Maine Correctional Center began helping out with the building. And together, they have now built more than 50.
We got 53 units.
53?
Yeah.
Most of them out there being used or ready to be used?
No, we've got right now, we're low in the winter time because we're down to about 26 outside.
Being used?
Yes.
The rest are being readied for use when campgrounds reopen. But
we're not going far enough.
At some point, you guys looked at each other and said, how can we do more with this, right?
You have to do more.
More, meaning more than just temporary shelter. Now, on this piece of land just off Route 27 in Wiscasset, Ed Harmon and Boothbay VETS have their biggest dream yet, to construct an entire community to help veterans where they could find housing, treatment, job training, all of those things to help them build new lives. Vietnam vet Ed Harmon is passionate about the need.
Or you've been untrained by the military, because they train you. They tear you down and build you up the way they want you. But they never untrain us to come back to the society. That's the problem.
He and Arthur recruited an engineer to draw up the basic plan.
These are all going to be buildings for classes.
And then they needed land. So Ed talked to Wiscasset's own Big Al Cohen.
It's a noble cause. I don't know how else to say it. There's no downside to it. There's no downside to it at all.
Big Al says he will donate this nearly 20-acre site for the Veterans Retraining Center.
By them having the land, I truly believe they're going to create something that's going to be done in many other places after it's done here, because it's such a phenomenal idea.
That noble cause, they say, is really about changing lives. But when Ed came to you and said, hey, Al's willing to give us a big piece of land to do this, what'd you think?
Oh, I was ecstatic. But I know Big Al, so.
The housing will not be these mobile units. These will still be used as temporary shelters. But Ed Harmon says the retraining center will build close to 200 tiny houses for veterans to rent. The school will teach a variety of building trades and other job skills needed in Maine.
So they have a place to learn. They have a foothold back on life.
They agree it's a big project needing millions of dollars in donations and grants to come to life. But they also believe having the land will open some doors and wallets.
Private money, people with big hearts that believe in veterans.
Do you think the money will come?
It will. I have no doubt about it. I have no doubt about it. I've had many people look at it and say, when you get the nod, the big companies willing to support me for materials and everything already.
Does that surprise you, Arthur?
No. Because the architect's got people that he knows that will donate. They're willing to donate.
Their idea of turning trailers into mobile shelters may have caught on, in part, because it seems a simple way to meet a clear need. Now, the next step.
Retrain them and let them know they're being trained by other military people that understand that you mean something to me and to this country and to this state and to this community. And that's what it's all about.
Because they still see the clear need to do more. So their next step in this is to go to the Wiscasset Planning Board's currently scheduled for next week. If they get that approval, then they can move ahead with fundraising and all of these other things. I'm fascinated by this idea. It is big, millions of dollars, but it struck me that that's probably what Maine should be doing with other people, other homeless and needs.
A model that others can learn from and take to other places.
So we'll keep following it.
All right. Thanks, John.